what the fuck's going on over here? Okay, hi. And there's an F-bomb. So, bye, Mom. Be sure to super chat. Just kidding. You don't have to super chat us. Crafting Gamer. We got Flady. Six Nation 31 Kings will be in here in just a second. High Legion of Myth. Green Apple. All right, guys. My name is Bruce, and this is my Only Hands account. At the very top of our roster, we've got Mr. Shadow and Son, the GM for our campaign tonight. And then we have Howard, the headless.
Korea Tech engineer.
Mr. Jaide, underneath him. Connell, the Cigar DM. Connell, what cigar do you have tonight?
It is called a Gurkha Golden Ages, the second one. Pretty good.
If you're going to be smoking these Gurkhas, I need you to carry a kukri from now on.
You going to send me one there, Hoss?
Do you have a kukri?
No, I said, are you going to send me one?
Do you need me to?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Fine. I've got your address. Okay. And below me, below my Only Hands account, is my co-host, Mr. Baron G. Rock.
Howdy.
Press the button.
Okay, so I believe it's time for Mr. Shadow to take over and start our game. Hang on and enjoy the ride.
Howdy, folks. After over a year of adventuring across several galaxies, we catch up with the crew of the Baby Girl. After having received a very private, very special invitation to the planet of Talbar, the best kept secret of the Aranth Empire, a glittering jewel outside the outer rim, a beautiful resort planet filled with tropical islands, perfect weather, and some of the most alluring recreational activities outside the Imperial core sectors.
It's a trap.
Is that you, Garrett?
That's not me.
No, it's Shadow's intro music.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. That was Shadow of Love by Rick28 and the Miniatures, an oldie but a goodie. It's a perfect 74 degrees with the winds coming out of the northwest at a mighty 6 miles an hour. The primary swells between 4 to 17 feet and secondaries at 3 to 14 feet, continuing throughout the day up until the lunar celebration beginning at about 7 p.m. until sundown. Tonight, we will see the eclipse of Crescentia starting around 7 p.m., an event only seen once every 1,000 years. But hey, let's get back to some music. I'll see you guys in about 24 minutes. Howard, Fletch, the two of you have rented.
Sorry.
No worries. The two of you have rented a speedboat to get to one of the two sets of undersea ruins. You're accompanied by Carl and Becky, two of the planet's android companion / stewards. It's a bit choppy. You're about 10 minutes away. How you guys feeling?
I have a feeling that the DJ is going out for a cigarette for he has been gone for 24 minutes.
Carl is at the wheel, and Becky is offering you drinks, refreshments, anything you'd like, and letting you know, at least for Fletch, that there is a ready-to-go set of scuba gear, and she is going to show you how to operate the underwater stun gun should anything arise. There are some pretty nasty critters around these parts, some of them hundreds of feet long, so do be careful. If you'd like, she'd be happy to go down there with you. And she shows you the different settings of the stun / spear gun. It's a nice 8-foot long aluminum tube with 2 handles, a couple of buttons, a digital readout for aiming and setting the various levels. When it sends out its pulse, at the end of its pulse, it should stun just about anything within 10 meters of its burst.
Okay.
Anything?
Is it common that people to get attacked down here?
Not common, but it's also not common for people to explore these ruins without the aid of a submersible. But since you brought your own,
Yes, I brought my own.
He is a submersible.
Mr. Howard, are you fully charged up?
If you have spare power cells, I will take them and put them to good use.
But we should be able to hook you up to the ship's battery. And while you're down there, Carl will make sure that
I will make use of your fusion USB port until which point we arrive.
He's going to be
Carl will stay
jamming out on
with
lithium
the-
batteries like JC didn't.
Carl will stay with the ship and extend these solar collectors, and that should be enough to get us home.
Good.
Mr. Flex, would you like some help with getting your gear on? Asks Becky.
Sure, I guess. I'm used to getting into my scuba gear on my own. It's not complicated or anything. But point of order question: what map should we be on, if any?
The second. F and G are the ruins. You've decided to go to the farthest set because it's the least visited. And from the images you looked at in the catalog, they kind of seem familiar to you.
Okay.
Mighty fine set of food trucks I'm by tonight.
Do we have coral reefs to go explore? It looks like.
Those are small islands, rarely inhabited. We haven't extended the facilities out this way just yet. We've only been here about 100 years, and we're still expanding.
Very slow expansion rates. I understand this. If
I'll,
you have time,
make sure to-
I will. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm gonna make sure I've got my aquatic gill or whatever it is called with me. My what's it called? Artificial gill as
Mr.
a
Cal,
backup to my scuba.
Mr. Cal, would you like some more chips or a drink?
Yes, a drink would be fine.
And what would that be? The same as the last time?
Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
Okay. The silver-skinned waitress gives you a wink and disappears into the crowd.
Hey, she's
There-
kind of like that green screen girl from the Orion cluster. See if she'll James T. Kirk with you.
Well, unfortunately, she's all artificial. I like mine all natural.
Okay.
Looking for a completely different piece of tail, are you?
Hey, I'll sniff up whichever tree.
Inquires one of the nearby patrons.
Yeah.
That's why I'm over here by the food trucks. Them 20-somethings from all over come out and they want to be influencers, so they get all the newest enhancements and what the nuts. So anyway, you find the real girls come out here and they want to be wait staff because that's going to be the most highly visible piece. Walking around, flaunting, flirting, and taking money.
Taco truck. Got it.
The one-armed bandits are off to your left, and a series of various gambling tables to your right. You have a nice-sized stack of chips from the previous 45 minutes or so of perusing the casino.
And it's gone.
Yeah, we'll go play some of the card games.
All right. You find an open table, minimum bid, start out grand,
There we go.
and I'll have you roll a pair of dice and add your numbers, and let me know what you get.
Second here. Oh, no, come on. Stop it. See, that's 6 plus my. It'll be 7.
Easy come, easy go.
Wait, hold on. What else do I add into the gamble? I know it's the die plus gamble. Is there intelligence or anything else I add into that?
For this one, you can add your intelligence.
All right, so that'll take it up to a 9.
Dealer still takes your money. House wins this one.
All right. Do her again.
Place your bet. Place your bets.
$12.
You take the money. From the entire pot, you will rake in $6,000. One fellow leaves the table. I'm out of here. Obviously, that was the last of his spare change. These look like some pretty high rollers.
Okay, well, I'm going to let it ride. We're going to go full 6,000 on the bet.
Fair enough. Your waitress arrives and brings you your drink. And you notice that on the napkin there is a number 608 written in ballpoint pen or some such.
Yeah, okay. But I'm
As you're
gambling.
letting it ride.
Yep.
As you're letting it ride. Papard, you old son of a gun. Is that you?
Do I see who this is trying to get my attention?
You could see them a mile away. It is a little old man and his at least 6-inch, 50 pounds heavier wife, dressed in matching bright orange khaki style shorts, flip flops, matching Hawaiian shirts, big old sun hats, big old baby blue oversized sun goggles, and they're waddling up to you. I knew it was you. I'd recognize that third arm anywhere. How you been? You have no idea who you're talking to.
I'm a little ornerier than what you remember, but I'm doing pretty good. How have you been?
You've come to see the eclipse, have you?
This is just a casualty of our calendar. We didn't realize that this was going to be going on. We would have made them in somewhere else.
Well, then you're in for a treat. Spouts his wife, or you're assuming is his wife. Not,
I'm sure we are.
So what are you cooking up, old man?
I'm really just kind of easing back and doing some work for the university and the colleges here and there. We've got another grant for robotics work, and things seem to be working very, very well. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Finishing my last book of the decology I've been working on, with, of course, the help of my lovely wife. We've heard about the ruins here, and some of the other attractions, and I just had to see the ruins. Have you seen them? There's a circle of ancient tablets surrounding the hotel at various locations. Have you seen them? You have to go to.
I have seen them. I after our last experience, we were doing a field study and things didn't quite go so well, and so I have decided to become much more forward thinking and trying not to involve myself in anything involving calendars, certain dates, eclipses, or anything of the sort. And then for vacation, where do we come but here?
I was going to say, boy, did you pick the? Well, I don't know. I don't believe all the hooey that I've read over the years, but when you're done here, meet me over at the they call it Monument 7.
If we get the opportunity to, I will most definitely do that. Right now, I know one of my friends, my friends on the field study, has contacted an individual named Klaatu, and we're going to be at Monument 9 for a few hours during the middle of the eclipse. I can only imagine Cthulhu will make his rise then.
Ha! You joke, old man. No. You'll be able to see the beginning of the eclipse as it comes over the horizon, and you'll be able to see it through the aperture of Monument 7 if you're there at just the right time. And hopefully there won't be a long line, because if there is, then you'll miss being able to view it through the apparatus that they built.
Tell me about this apparatus. Is there a hideous trollop of a woman named Agra there?
No, just a bunch of teenagers and various sightseers. I think I saw a young family with their 7 little podlings, and a couple of Zentari and Minari.
Study on what happens when Cthulhu rises. Okay, I will bring my notebook.
Good. See you there.
My friend, listen, hey, years have not been good to me. I've forgotten your name, and I don't want to embarrass you, myself, or your lovely wife.
Well, I'm Barry and Billy Boone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Boone. Barry, listen.
As soon as you hear the name, you're like, shit. As soon as you hear the name, your stomach starts doing
my penis smaller and my mind more vapid.
You definitely went to school together, and you bumped into each other a couple of times. The last time you saw them 20 years ago, they were not married, and
I recognize your face, Barry, but I apologize. The mind, it slips, and whenever you bump into an interdimensional deity trying to hatch its way out of a dying star, you tend to forget other things in life that were more comforting or easy on you. Just simple things, the things you want. Like, what was my favorite type of vomit, which I cannot remember anymore.
Awesome.
We will be there, Monument 7, so we may see through the aperture, ready for the sacrifice of millions of young children for the experience. Yes.
And you know what he says? Don't let me forget. I will have you an autographed copy of my latest book before you leave. Don't let me forget. I'm in room 1213. Excuse me.
1213.
It was spoken 20 years ago, and I'm still coughing up my lungs. They waddle off.
You're dying on us.
They toddle off, and they're giggling and enjoying the hell out of themselves.
While he's going off, I'm going to get on my tablet real quick, and I'm going to order them room service. And what is the fattiest, most deep-fried food they have here at the resort? Because I'm sitting at the room 1213. I'm going to burn an easy $125 on a double lunch, because did you see the size of her jowls? We are going to overfeed them. They might have a heart attack before the fucking eclipse.
Everything's been comped for you. When you try to pay, it's like free.
Here's a tip.
Free.
Then make sure these people get this food for room 1213. I need a triple bypass cheesesteak omelet, and I need to make sure they have home fries and some breakfast shrimp. And for her, I need 3 chuck eye steaks, a half dozen egg omelet with capiculo, prosciutto, top of provolone, and drizzled with a little bit of olive oil and some chives, and just for her, fried okra. I want to make sure they enjoy themselves.
Awesome.
And wait, $10 of those coins for the one-armed bandits. Who knows if they survive breakfast, they might be lucky.
Okay. The coins are actually in a bit larger denomination, but you're comped anyways. They rack up about 100 credits worth of tips on the service order, and you continue to help the youngsters and the stewards.
Charity too.
Pardon?
The one-armed bandits donate to charity too.
No.
Okay.
Mr. David, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I've got to get back to work. Maybe I'll see you again later, says the copper-skinned android as she's finishing dressing, slipping on her toga and sandals, blows you a kiss, and skedaddles. You look at the clock, it's about 12:30. You could eat, but then you could sleep, or you could just order room service.
I get up, I put on some linen shorts, linen shirts, white linen shirt, white linen shorts, button up, grab a cigar, grab 2 cigars, grab 3 cigars. Yeah, you know what, grab 4 cigars, and make sure I have my cutter and my lighter. You know what, we're going to grab 5 cigars.
I'm so happy that you grabbed the cigars, because in all white, you look like a Muslim on a tourist date. Then I don't want you to appear halal. I need you to be very haram.
Grab what kind of hat was those? A pork chop style hat. You know what I'm talking about? The old pork chop hats.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. That wasn't
Hi,
me
you want to
this
talk
time.
about the flat Earth?
That wasn't me.
That was me.
And I head down to where the gambling's at.
You notice that your wrist communicator has a couple of messages.
Look down, scroll up, see who they're from.
There's a couple from Freeman. The first one is nice. Don't forget 2 aspirin and a condom. Later. Then the other one is a picture of a rather attractive gold-skinned mechanoid from the rear, walking away from the camera, and a message from Fletch and he lets you know that he will be off scuba diving with Howard, so you probably won't see them all day. Have fun.
All right.
Another message from room service to try to deliver your refreshments, but the door wouldn't open, and we left them by the door. They're probably no longer cold, but you can always turn it in and get another bottle.
I I guess as soon as I hit the door, I look down and I see the bottle. What is it?
It's a very nice bottle of a very expensive champagne in a nice silver bucket full of water.
What I'll do is take the bottle out of the bucket, pop it. Has it already been pre-opened, or does it still need to be popped?
Still needs to be popped.
I grab the bottle, look around, grab a piece of I imagine I've had a meal or something in here.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a knife. I slide the knife up the neck of the champagne bottle, right where the cork is. The cork, from our practice, the cork should fly off at that juncture. And I take the champagne and I start walking down the hallway.
Okay.
You never seen that done?
No, I have actually. You hit the elevator. A couple other people are in the elevator as well, going all the way down to the casino level. A couple of them get out with you. A couple of them continue on their way. You kick open the doors of the casino, and the place is jumping. People are going crazy, laughing. A couple of people in the corner crying. You will eventually spot your good friend and compatriot Cal, who is at one of the tables with a very large pile of coins and jewelry and a couple of weird pieces of paper, all in the center of the table. A couple of nervous people at the table as well.
I see him. If he sees me, I nod at him. I make my way over to a traveler's version of Texas Hold'em table.
Okay.
And I find an empty seat. And I sit down and put some chips on the table, and off to the races we go.
All right. Get back to you in just a moment. Howard. Fletch.
Yes.
Vote is stopped. Carl's let you guys know that we're here. Becky is put on her scuba gear as well, which you find a little unusual for an android. And she's got a smaller version of the large spear gun.
Do you require oxygen, robot?
Of course.
That is odd. All right. One moment.
She just shrugs her shoulders.
Let me go see if the water is okay. Bye. Sploosh.
You'll have to excuse him. He does that occasionally. And I will fall off the back of the boat.
He is rather unique, isn't he? You can hear her voice through your headset from the gear. You can all communicate with one another and Carl if necessary. And you start sinking and, going down. There's something, rather large and sizable, some sort of edifice off in the distance. And Becky says, I'll take the lead for a moment. Do you mind?
Sure.
And it's a beautiful, very clear water, very low salt content, lots of little fish, lots of all kinds of little fish swimming around you and looking in your viewport, your goggles and what have you. And it's going to be another couple 100 feet down. Your suit should be just fine. As you're getting closer, you see something glowing underwater.
Is this normal?
Yeah. Is it?
To be honest, this is my first time here. I'm going by instructions, but I do have like a map, and we're at the right location. But I've never heard of this particular phenomenon. Maybe somebody else is here, and they brought something to light up the area.
Pull up the trusty tricorder. Click.
Archaeology is not really my thing, but I've got a feeling about these ruins.
They are quite lovely, or so I've heard.
Who built these things? Woo, 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 woo.
Well,
I'm gonna
we're not really sure.
I'd like to try my my spidey senses out and see if there's anything I can glean additional from the surroundings. This looks familiar to me, right?
Yes, it certainly does.
All right, so 10. I'm adding intelligence to this, right? For precog?
And your level.
My level. Oh my. Okay, yeah. 14 for the precog ability.
Mm-hmm. I'm sending you something.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send you something else.
Scroll down the bottom there.
And I'm sending you. Oh, where's the other one?
Are these things that I'm going to need to put on screen for display?
The edifices, yes.
Yeah.
But the critters, no. Well, you can if you want them to see what you see. First, you see the images of the undersea ruins lighting up.
They haven't arrived yet.
Okay. The edifices at first are, kind of hazy off in the distance. Then as you swim through them, the center edifice is lit up with some sort of internal lighting mechanism. Then you receive an image in your mind of a lot of fish, like all of the fish, pursued maybe by bigger fish and really, really big, scary fish, and an overwhelming sense of fear, but you don't feel afraid.
Big gumbo fish.
It's okay.
Harold? Your sensors are starting to go off. You're detecting all kinds of things on multiple levels: radiation, energy, movement, some sort of vibrations that you can't quite pin down to one source or another. And you notice,
well,
Fletcher is sort of not really swimming. He's just sort of not moving, sort of, treading water, as it were. And Becky says, "Is everything all right? Do you feel that?"
Who's already experienced what you're about to experience, probably, have no fear about what's going to happen here, but I do worry about your current state, your current point of survival. I would suggest that we should probably leave now, for I do not like radiation, moving things, vibrations. If I can't hit it with a wrench, I don't like it.
Do you really think we're in that much danger? I still wanted to see the ruins today.
Yes. Stars. No, let's go. Only because the last time I did not listen to my own conscience, I spent 80 years floating on a wreck. I don't want to do that again. Building this wonderful suit. Now let's move somewhere else.
You see Becky, mouth wide open, actual look of fear and shock as she's pointing and not flipping, her.
It's behind me.
Something, she's pointing behind you, definitely.
I understand that.
Hey, Riley! I ain't got two of a time.
You know what? I have a jetpack for it. A jetpack. This was built into the suit for a reason, because I don't want this to happen to me again. Excuse me. Click. I'm leaving now with my friend for we have paid for this. You hold on tight then, I guess. Let's leave. If that's okay with you, Fletch.
Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher?
Yeah. Something's about to happen, I think, but I'm not entirely sure when.
Somewhere else.
Don't you see them? Don't you see them? Oh, I'm so sorry. My eyes are probably a little better than yours, but there's a lot of fish coming towards us. And by fish, I mean like all of them.
Are there any like raptor or bird-like people or lizard-like people on one side, and some humpback, kind of obese, rounded characters not too far from them as these three suns converge? My bad.
No.
I suddenly feel like I'm in a badly CG Disney film. I don't like all these fish. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab hold of Howard and tell him to get us the hell out of here. I'm also going to attempt to use my I'm going to try to sense how many mines are coming at me.
All of them. All the little fish.
All of them.
All of them.
Lovely.
You can't count them. They're afraid of something. And amongst those tiny little rainbowy colored fish are some pretty big, and by big I mean 100 feet long, things that could want to eat you, go right by you. Just if you don't move, they will just keep going right by you.
And you offer tours in places like this? Wow.
Yeah.
I swear, I've never seen anything like this.
Get us out of here, Howard. Like now.
Jetpacky time.
A monster out of nightmares. Something like a megalodon with like 8 extra fins and 2 extra sets of teeth goes right by you. Clearly saw you or looked in your direction, clearly saw you, but its eyes, you've probably never seen a shark's eyes bulge out while it was alive, but it is terrifying. Something is scaring it. I mean, here's a free gourmet buffet, and it doesn't care. It goes right on by you.
It obviously understands my Jesus tastes a red cologne, and therefore wants to leave me alone. It knows better. Time to leave.
Yeah.
As you're
glad you
doing
pulled out
that,
glad you pulled out your Batman shark repellent spray and sprayed
That's right.
yourself before you went in.
That's right. I knew better.
As you are making your way toward the boat, they're gone. There's nothing else coming. They've all gone east, away from you. It's back to the way it was, perfectly calm.
So all
clear
the fish,
water, seaweed.
So all the fish are heading towards the island.
Yes, they are.
The main island. Huh.
So what I'm getting here is whatever is going down is probably gonna be happening on the island. Is that what you're picking up?
Probably.
Well, Becky says, I can't imagine they would all want to beach themselves. There's nothing to benefit from that. I don't want to call them dumb animals, but they've got to be a little smarter than that, wouldn't you think?
No.
It's not about intelligence. It's about fear. If your fear drives too high, yeah, you'll do some pretty incredibly dumb things.
Oh dear, maybe we should contact the mainland and let them know.
Or we
Yeah. Here's hoping the comms work.
Hold on a moment. She looks at her hand. She looks at her hand and says, "Well, it would still take them a couple hours to get there."
Or other option, we move out to deeper water, so that way when the island explodes, we can easily ride out the shockwave and the tsunami that will hopefully not engulf us.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean,
Um,
we warn our friends. Clear the blast
can I get a
radius?
read on potentially any other thoughts or minds within the area? Is that possible?
I'm not
You
sure.
muted, Shadow.
Shadow, you're muted.
Just the three of you.
Just 3, okay. I don't know what's going on, but it's only the 3 of us out here. Wait, 3? Wait, where's our 4th? Where's the driver? Or am I not able to detect Becky's mind?
You can detect Becky. Carl is probably just out of range.
Oh, okay. So we went surface. We didn't go to the boat.
Not
Okay.
yet. You're still on the way there.
All right. Hopefully, I ain't gonna get the bends from this surfacing too damn fast. You know,
No,
you,
that should be
Mr.
no
Ghost
trouble.
Man, you're fine. Kai, are you frozen again?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. There he
There
goes.
you go.
I was just going to tell him his scanners are not picking up as much movement. The energy levels are still there. The radiation is still there.
Yeah, I'm not protected from rad. I've got some pretty neat augments, but rad protection ain't one of them. I'll
Well,
reach into
from
my
my-
pack for my
from
Geiger
my
counter.
sensors, it's not really that high. It's definitely unusual. It's nothing near toxic, but it's definitely something you wouldn't expect out here. Definitely not something you'd expect underwater.
Yeah, so like I
Do
said,
you
I'll
think
pull
that's
out
what's
the.
causing the glow?
I don't know, and then I'm reaching into my pack, pulling out my Geiger counter to see what it's reading at.
It's like I said, it's not toxic, but something
Okay.
is definitely producing it nearby.
I mean, the glow could be from radiation. I mean, things heat up. Things get irradiated, heat up, and start to glow. It's distinctly possible because I mean, you're moving electrons from a low state of energy to a higher state of energy, so it's definitely possible. Howard, I think we need to get back to the boat and hoot sweet and get back to base camp. And just like that, you're demonetized. Got it.
Is that a dog? Whose dog is that?
That's the boys. Hold on.
All right.
Mr. David, would you like another card?
I'm looking at the set of the cards I have in front of me. Let's see. Oh, so it's we're playing stud, not Texas Hold'em.
Sorry, taco delivery.
That's right. No, I'm gonna hold what I have.
Welcome back.
Give me a 2-die roll plus your gambling skill plus your intelligence modifier, if you in fact have one. And yes, you have moved on from one game to another.
I mean, it's not a big deal. I would have stayed at the Texas Hold'em table.
You would have, but you were losing horribly.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. 2d6 plus my gambling skill, plus my intelligence.
And bonus if you have one.
I got a 11, 12, and 12. from 1 in gambling, and I rolled 11.
I don't need the details. And you rake in $4,000. The dealer asks for everyone to ante up another grand each. There's 3 other people at the table. You spy Cal off in the distance with a waitress carrying a silver platter, rather nicely piled with all sorts of things. Looks like money and some watches or something like that, and a few other things you can't readily identify, and big wolfish grin.
I stick my 2 fingers up for a waitress.
One appears almost as if by magic. They're everywhere.
Can I get some Wagyu steamed dumplings?
Anything you like. Just be careful and keep the food off to the side. And your hands above the
I imagine
table,
they'll set me up. I imagine
Wait.
if it's like a traditional, if it's an upstar gambling hall, they'll set up a little tray thing right next to where you sit, where you're not bumping into the other player, and it's
2 shakes. Be right back. Cal, having raked in quite a bit, more than your waitress can seem to carry, you're off to the exchange booth to get some creds for your chips, make it lighter, better denominations. You've also picked up a couple of watches, a necklace, and something you're not even sure what it is, but you just said, "What the hell?" Where'd he go?
Am I still here?
I think he's dealing with his dogs.
Yeah, he's dealing with his dogs.
Okay.
I just said that in character. In character voice.
Fresh round of cards roll around. The waitress brings you your drink. A fresh round of cards rolls around. The bid is up to $3,000 each.
All right. I pushed my. We're playing stud, so I will keep the cards I have. I'll push in my my bet. I'll call.
Okay. All right. 2D.
That would be a 9.
A fine young woman in a smart silver business suit, black hair, very large purple goggles. Take the hand.
Nod at her appreciatively. I reach into my upper pocket, pull out a cigar, clip it, and I imagine smoking is allowed on floor.
The dealer says, "Oh, we insist."
I stick the cigar in my mouth. I pull out my lighter that kind of looks like a dead man switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I light my cigar, and I push in another grand to get the ball going again.
Oh, it's $3,000 this time.
I push in $3,000.
Everyone does likewise.
I will. This is 5-card stud. I will keep 1 and ask for 4.
I'm assuming you show the ace.
I show the ace, yeah.
Very good, sir. 2 people fold. It's just you and the lady.
I got 11.
And you lose again.
Interesting. All right.
By the rules of the particular style you're playing, the ante now goes up to $4,000. It's just the two of you, and you're drawing quite a crowd.
I push in
And you see, go ahead.
I push in the $4,000.
Okay. Gentleman standing off to the side catches your attention and just like kind of shakes his head and just like definitely shaking a no.
Round
Round of cards go out.
I get my cards.
It's a decent hand. You could do better. 2 or 3 cards minimum.
I hypothetically, let's say I have a beginning of a baby flush. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 card. Ask for 1 card. I lay the 3 out, the 4 out, and I ask for a new dealer. No, not a new dealer. A new stack of cards.
Unusual, but okay. The woman you're playing against is like kind of a little irritated.
And I ask for her to pull the card.
Again, unusual. She complies. Roll your dice.
12 on the nose.
She slams down her cards and well played and says, I apparently I must be going, as she looked at her non-existent watch. The crowd gives a big old cheer. Someone slaps you on the back. The gentleman who was eyeballing you is like, nice, nice. He doesn't say that, but you get from the body language. He was slightly impressed. The waitress brings you your food. Oh dear, it seems you have no one to play. Well, there's a Varger who's been doing really well this evening. Maybe he'll join your game.
What is
the crowd really does seem to. Well, he just cashed in his chips and some of his winnings. I could go see if he'd like to, go a couple rounds with you.
Better yet, this is what I'm going to do. Never push your luck. I give her. Do I think these androids actually make a wage here, or they're just built-in entertainment?
Well, from what you remember of the previous evening, they definitely seem to enjoy their work.
What the hell? Out of the $4,000, $8,000. Out of the $8,000, I give her a grand tip, $1,000 tip, and I said, if you take the food and follow me outside by the pool, I wish to eat it out there. I wave actually at the pit boss
Mm-hmm.
and ask him if there's.
She definitely, both her feet definitely leave the ground in some sort of, excitement as you hand her the credit. She does not spill a drop, but she definitely gets a little airtime from that.
I asked when the pit boss comes over, I introduce myself. Hi, my name is Dave. I'm here on vacation.
Oh yes, Mr. David, how are you doing today?
I wish the rest of my money to be put in credit, put on my rooms tab or whatever it is, and I want to.
Well, you have no tab, sir. Everything's been calm, but I can put it into your account if that's what you like. That
would be amazing. I'm want to thank you for such a lovely experience at your game on your guys' floor. Top shelf. And I make sure I keep an eye out where the eye in the sky is, and I smile really big, give him $1,000, and I walk outside.
The funny thing is you really didn't see one.
Weird. Okay. Either way, I give him $1,000 and I make my way out to the beautiful pool and I sit down and eat my food.
Mr. Cal, you missed it. You were carting your, well, you were having a steward carry your silver tray of winnings because they were getting too bulky. You didn't bring anything to carry them around. You've got a couple of watches and maybe a tiara and some weird thing you're not sure what it is, but it's supposed to be valuable. It looks like it has an emerald embedded in it. You have no idea what it is. It really looks like just like a lump of crystal and gold with a big emerald sticking out of it, but you figured, well, it's probably worth something, so why not? And you cashed in your chips. You can either get credits put onto your account or get the credits put in larger amounts so they're easier to carry. And as you're doing that, you saw David winning a very heated game. The crowd went wild. He got some food and decided to take his food out toward the pool area.
Okay.
Is Baron frozen?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Statue mode enabled.
My image of everybody is literally the size of a postage stamp. So unless you're doing this, sometimes it's hard to tell.
I don't exist.
All right. Who are you going to pan to next?
I was waiting for a response from Baron.
Oh,
All right. So did I win that when I let it ride? Did I win?
Yeah, you actually walked away with a tray full of credits and jewelry, and you had to go to the booth to change it in. Otherwise, you would probably not be able to carry it all without spilling it.
Why do I have jewelry?
Much gravy.
Sometimes they, players will offer up a watch or something else, insisting that it's worth a fair amount. Someone will come over and appraise it, and usually it's worth more than the bet. So you figured, why the hell not? It's shiny. You can always sell it somewhere else and probably make a tiny little profit, and it's easier to carry than, a shoebox full of credit chips.
All right. Well, I'll go and cash out and see how much I made.
$22K,
Ooh,
not including
nice.
jewelry.
So they won't change the jewelry out for me?
No, there are a few jewelry shops that might be willing to take it off your hands.
Okay, I'll go and go to the jewelry shops then.
You'll need to take a cab or some sort of conveyance. One of the stewards will give you directions, and if you like, she'll pop it, the info onto your data pad, and you can head out and cash in that way if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that. Definitely do that.
Would you like an escort?
Sure.
A very tall, very broad-shouldered, silvered android will accompany you and hail you a vehicle. And in a few minutes, it will arrive, and you will head out.
Okay.
Professor Papard, where did you ever learn this recipe?
What I did before I became a university tenured individual will always be a mystery for those that were not available at the great pharmaceutical locations which I used to be earning a check from. However, I must say this recipe I have is quite a bit of a delicious piece whenever we have quite the garden variety of fruits to select from. What were you looking for today?
Oh, something exotic. As long as I've never tried it before, I'll be
That
happy.
I believe we can cover here. The exotic we do have quite a bit of here at the Philoxagon Paradise. Yes.
You've drawn quite a crowd. The fire pit that they've erected to cook this particular lunch feast is a good 12 feet in diameter. Several makeshift. Sorry, my dog is being really weird. Grills and several push carts with different ingredients. A small wicker bar has been set up. There's a good half a dozen, maybe 8 androids of bronze and brass, male and female, helping out with the whole soiree. No, you cannot have a taco. Those are mine. You go away.
After I see most of my friends disperse, I'm going to go to one of the androids and have her do a BIOS check and make sure everything's good during the moments of the eclipse.
Oh, the eclipse won't be for another maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
But you did miss the 1 o'clock showing of the aperture, and you just got carried away or chose to ignore it.
Have you
Like
seen the actual women here? These women are a gold dollar. They're amazing and rare.
Have you tried the android? A teenager.
Listen, just
asked.
because I specialize in working on them doesn't mean I want it to malfunction in the middle of coitus. That's not exactly that's a horror story waiting to be told.
Apparently,
my new fleshlight and the Jelly Bean OS had upgraded throughout the evening as I was enjoying myself through its delicious lips of vibrational goodness. All of a sudden, I realized there was a problem with the BIOS. The BIOS was messing up. Oh God, it was clamping around. There was nothing to be done. I can't call for help. Nobody would want to see me like this. Ah!
So
one of the copper android S's actually hears some of your comments and is visibly hurt, if that's possible. Will you stop?
Yes. Go cry some virtual tears out on the social media. Get me to -10 clicks, and I'll give you all of my Reddit gold.
God.
The teenager that you were speaking with, his older brother, joins the group. Says this is some pretty good grub.
I learned.
You do this for a living?
No, I'm a university professor, but I learned to cook upon the streets of San Francisco. The Wang family had an amazing set of trucks, and they had the best noodle recipes, and they showed me what to do with these various spices. They had traveled a bit. Elder Wang had been in the sea service for quite a while, and he mentioned this place, this mythical city known as New Orleans. Excuse me, New Orleans. It's a fabled city. It's lost now. It's underwater, but they had the best spices there, and he told me where I could get them. So that is the secret of my success, my young stoner friends.
Wow. I'm going to grow up to be just like you, man.
My mechanical arm gives him a thumbs up.
And they chug their beers, click them, and say, "Party on, dude!" And they wander off. Apparently, eyeballing a couple of Xantari females off in the distance.
Are they real females or are they android females?
They're blue.
Okay.
Akin to Andorians, but pointy ears and different,
Okay.
things. But you still have drawn quite a crowd. but not as big as the crowd that rushing to the shore. Some sort of commotion, or maybe it's a surf contest or a celebration, and you kind of doubt it because there's some maybe screams or strange version of laughter, but you're pretty sure there's screams and other noises.
I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Turn on my music a little louder. Get some old playlists with Wolfman Jack.
And you go back to your what you were doing.
Wow, Ruth. Just fucking wow.
Howard and Fletch, you make it to the boat with Becky, and Carl is noticeably or visibly concerned. The communication is acting up. I couldn't get a hold of you. I almost lost the boat. The native sea life is going crazy, berserk. I'm not sure what word to use.
I would use the term fear, but that is.
I mean, bananas works.
Right.
Bananas.
I'm sorry
bananas.
I'm sorry that your low-grade civilian communication array was not able to pitch it in the water enough to be able to warn us, or for us to be able to communicate with you. If you would like, I can use the comlink to our ship and be able to use a professional grade set of equipment to be able to go radio people who actually matter if you want to relay a message.
That would be wonderful. I think we should.
Good. I will put you in the same priority queue as most other people get after me. So I'm going to go warn my friends about, hey, you know when a bad feeling happens and you really don't want to have to do it again? Yeah. We're going to send that warning to my friends, and then we're going to then send whatever other warning these way too friendly for my own sanity robots.
You could bounce the signal from the baby girl up in orbit to whoever you like.
Good. So to to the rest of the group, I'm going to said I've got a bad feeling. I'm feeling about this, and then go look at my handlers and wonder what message would you like relayed and to who.
Rewind. Which friends, and can you be more specific?
I only have 4 friends on this planet. They're the only ones I care anything about.
So a general all points, message.
To my friends, and one of them is standing next to me. I do not need to calm him. That would be a waste of minutes.
I appreciate that.
Wait, your cellular phone is on a minutes program?
Oh yeah, I'm that outdated. I haven't received the update package yet.
I'm going to be looking at the Geiger counter, making sure that if it's still reading literally anything, then yeah, it's time to leave.
Also, yes. So at that point, look to our wonderful driver. If he won't move the boat, I will.
It's at the exact same level as it was below.
Please.
Okay, so if the Geiger counter is reading accurately right now, that means whatever the structure is doing down there, it's getting very, very hot, very quickly, because we shouldn't be reading nothing here.
Could you please drive the boat? Helm, please drive the boat in a direction away from this. Pick a direction.
Quite literally anywhere. Away.
And go. Preferably.
We're definitely going to go back. We're definitely moving toward the mainland.
Yes.
That place get any hotter, it's gonna start boiling the sea.
I would like my friends not to die, for it is unfortunately a painful experience, and not one I want them to experience anytime soon.
Oh, you're such a
It-
caring
it- don't-
friend.
No, I'm not. It's a very painful experience. It sucks. Plus, I don't think any of you are going to get hit by a cosmic whatever the hell that created me event. So I will be back to being alone, and I don't feel like being alone on a dead planet for the next until someone comes and finds me again. That sucked. So let's not do that again. I have ulterior.
Carl kicks it into high gear,
Thank you.
and Carl kicks it into high gear while having some sort of communication with Becky in a different language, something you're not familiar with. It is a language. It's not like
I'll take the surface thoughts.
or they're definitely having a conversation. Mostly concern and puzzlement. They're under the impression that they should have the same ability to communicate as the two of you, but something's not working properly.
We have something that you don't have. A way off this planet. So.
Well, I mean, we could probably fit a few people, but first come, first serve.
Right. Priority goes to, the people who own the ship.
Yes, that would be me. Because
Right.
we're in my boat. My ship's boat brought us down. So
Hey.
if they've got the money to pay, then they can get off the island.
The FTL boat is ours. It's the parties. No.
I don't know if money's going to be much worth if the island, it goes up in flame.
Right.
Exactly.
Is there any children on this planet?
Don't you dare.
We don't even know.
Don't bring
We don't know
children
what's going on. We just
Do it.
Children isn't into this. We don't need to think about children. And plus, in
I mean-
any disaster, children die anyways. Why? Okay, anyway.
Don't bring your morality into this.
This?
Actually, I'm a radio the captain. Cap, we got a situation. Is anyone in the science lab able to scan a planet or maybe the moon by any chance?
I'm in the damn shower. Give me a minute.
Oh no. There's
Captain,
no one
we
on the
got
ship
rad
at the moment.
signatures.
I
What?
am happily
Yeah.
shielded by this, but unfortunately, other people are not.
Captain, we've got some structures down here emitting radiation. We don't know what's going on, so hurry your shower up and get us some scans, will you?
Give me 5.
Yeah, sure. Dude at the boat, get us the hell out of here.
It's going as fast as it can.
Hey, smart guy, Howard, you mind
Yes.
boosting?
I think I can do this. This is what I was built for. What I modified the suit for.
And he just went silent. I think we're losing Kai.
Nope.
No, I just heard him. I hear him.
Your internet might be cutting out.
No.
He's fine. I hear him fine.
Or maybe
No.
mine is.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Nope,
Yes.
Mine
good.
headset just died. That's what it is. Well, there's.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'm going to have to, look at take out my wonderful Omni tool, beat this thing until it works one stage better than what it should, because that's
I mean,
what
you're not gonna put your hands into the water out the back of the boat and twist them real fast as propellers to go faster.
Unfortunately, my battle dress does not have that option. I wish it could. I wish it did. I am a giant suit of friendly power armor. I can fix machines. with the power of mind bullets.
My mind bullets are amazing.
They are
Look what I can do.
micro telekinesis. That's
Easy
right.
there, Stewie.
Hey, that's what I do.
Howard, you look about the ship and you really don't see a whole lot that you can do other than tearing off parts of the vessel and throwing them overboard.
I was more thinking about the idea that this boat will not be usable again once it's done. AKA, fuck with the engine to the point where it's like, does it have a limiter? It does not anymore. Just
give
keep
me a two die. Give me a 2-die plus mech and intelligence roll.
All right. This is what
When this thing hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
That's exactly what I was built to do and what I do really good. That will actually bring it out to be a 15.
Serious?
15,
Okay.
serious.
Yeah, you're definitely getting quite a few more knots per hour out of it. You still estimate that it's going to take you 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes to hit the dock that you originally came from.
Good.
And hit it we shall.
Is it called the What Up Doc?
I think I screwed up the throttle. It only has one setting now, on and max.
I mean, I guess that beats getting out and pushing, right, Doc? Right,
Oh
Howard?
yeah. Hey, the good part
okay.
is we'll probably go so far up the beach we'll just be able to walk onto the sand when this is over.
I'm oddly okay with this
Good.
kind of event.
It's a terrible shame. We call the What Up Doc.
As you're getting closer to the mainland, you're starting to see those rows of fins ahead of you. You are.
Who's a superior creature
You
now?
can-
Apex Predator.
You can try to maneuver, in between them and get ahead of them, or you can go around.
65 million years of evolution and designed by nature. 10 years of overpowered John Boat. Fuck you.
I mean, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. I mean,
I'm right. I mean, what can we really do? Our robot handlers are currently driving us with a breakneck wanted abandonment of life
yeah,
in our own
I
care.
don't think there's going to be a lot of maneuvering at this speed,
Nope. It is forward.
You're doing excess of 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
And in the accident report, I will make sure to write down in excess of, because we have no idea where the needle is right now.
Nope, you literally do not.
Do I see this from the pool?
No, hell no.
Okay.
If I had teeth, I would probably be rattling them out of me right now. But I do not have teeth.
yeah, I'm prepping a telekinetic push to get us safely on shore, just because when the boat hits the sand at this speed, we're not staying where we are. So I'm propelling a telekinetic push to cushion our fall.
Okay.
I am going to
You're
enjoy
still. Carl will be able to maneuver the vessel ahead of the critters.
Thank you, Carl, for not figuring out how to hit a wave enough that the air will go underneath and we go flipping like a speedboat in the air.
No.
Good.
Nope, no crashes today.
Ah, good.
John hits you guys up and says, "Hey, baby girl's not responding."
Of course not. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
great.
thinking emergency evac might be in order here.
Yeah. I don't feel like being anywhere near a runaway natural reactor. So
Well, were there any ruins on the island itself?
Yeah, there's a series of them surrounding the hotel. 12 of them equally spaced around the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
do you have a feeling that we're literally on top of a natural nuclear reactor, and that we have unfortunately witnessing the point when something horrible happens? I have other theories that are even equally more ludicrous, but I don't want to say those.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh God.
I'm not quite sure yet.
Shadow,
Let's get ashore and then find out.
I think I know why the original ruins were now ruins. You ass.
No idea what you're talking about.
We are about to be the focal point of a massive natural event that's going to focus immense powers of cosmic energy onto this location, and we are all going to die because this boat does not move fast
Well, if
enough.
it's cosmic energy, we can all become superheroes.
I don't want to become a superhero. I'm already space ghost.
Wait, hold on.
That really sounds
Vast
like something I
cosmic-
would do. Does that really sound like something I would do?
Vast cosmic powers, itty bitty live in space.
Gives you
Yeah, all
such
the
a
live in space I
kick
could want.
On a
It gives you such
planetary
a
scale,
kick in the
yes.
neck.
Unfortunately, we're on a planetary scale, so yes, it is a tiny little living space. I don't like the
John
idea
says
here.
over everybody's intercom. Incoming, and that's all you get.
Ah, hells.
I'm gonna look to the sky and pray that my precog might give me a clue.
Hey, you want to go swimming again real fast? 10 meters of water,
not
shit.
Wait, can I get 2 dice from Jaide? He knows what to do. And Howard, can you do the same? Just give me a 2 die plus your IQ bonus.
Okay.
I thought you
It's a
said cue
13
ball.
for me.
An 11.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Howard go first.
Yeah.
You're picking up a very, very unusual signal transmission. You can actually see it leaving the water and going up into the sky.
Oh.
Aye, Riley.
Yep. You know,
Someone tell Gondor the beacons are lit.
we must respond.
And Mr. Fletch,
Yeah.
you are seeing explosions. Lots of little explosions.
Like
Maybe it's fireworks. Maybe it's fireworks.
Maybe it's fireworks. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Clearly said the
do
sheriff
I
is
see any
here.
other detail other than the explosions? And are the explosions more fire or more sparkle?
There's a lot of smoke and shrapnel-y kinds of things going on.
Yikes.
And broken glass. Broken glass. You're definitely hearing broken glass.
Oh boy. I think we need to get off this island. Pretty quick here.
Yep.
We haven't even gotten to the island,
No.
Mr. Fletch.
Oh boy, this is not going to be a great day.
I would like
part
to
of me
change
wants
my.
to.
I would like
part
to
of me-
change my name.
Yes.
I would like to change my name to Corbin Dallas because I see where the fuck this is going.
Yes.
You need a red-haired woman, or excuse me, a woman in a obnoxiously red wig, and you need 4 stones out of the belly of an opera singer.
And we have the professor.
Yeah, meat.
All right. Well, I think that's all I can do with my thoughts. I need to think about what I just learned.
Meanwhile, in the casino or poolside, depending on how you want to look at it, people are having a great time. You have received all of the information from either John or Fletch or Howard. The meal was good. The cab is letting you out at the jewelry store. And Bruce is busy cooking and munching away.
I'm not going to die starving or even the slightest bit hungry. I'm going to die full.
As you say that, the screams at the shore are now panic. Everybody is leaving the beach.
Is there some deep ones coming out of the surf? Maybe it's our time to pack up the trucks and leave. Wait, have I had my radio on?
Yes, you have.
Okay, I already know what's going on.
Me worked
Oh,
up.
you mean the other radio? You mean the other radio?
Our radio.
The baby girl, yes, that one.
No, you were listening to Wolfman Jack from last I recall.
That's right. Okay, my bad. I'm not going to die hungry. Why are those people screaming? Oh, look, there must be a commotion about a quarter mile away. We're in the line of fire. Let's get the fuck out of here.
As you're realizing this, a bronze stacked android is tugging your shirt. We've got to go. We've got to go. They're evacuating the beach.
Yes.
And
indeed.
as you look toward
Non-powered
the
items
beach,
let's leave. Can you summon baby girl, or do I have to do it?
Professor, baby girl's not responding.
What do you mean she's not responding?
She's not responding. As a matter of fact, baby girl sent me a screenshot. I don't know how she's doing this, but she sent a screenshot of, and she shows it to you. And anybody else who wants to look at it will see, and then they will hear at the same time as they see explosions above your ears, above your head, and the sound of breaking glass as hundreds of micrometeors are peppering the resort hotel, the beach, the ocean, and the screaming continues.
Oh,
Right,
God.
let's find some hard cover to hide under.
Why do I want to say we've got bugs, Mr. Rico?
They're coming in small at first, but there are quite a few of them. But they're starting out small. But as you are running toward the shore, or the hotel, or disembarking from the speedboat, or going back into the hotel, glass is breaking everywhere.
We can leave. We can find hard cover, correct?
Yeah, I'm totally flipping that
think
speedboat with telekinetic powers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use that fucker as cover.
Okay. It gets pierced.
Oh, lovely.
Something red hot is in the sand about 1.5 feet from your foot.
Well, it'll slow it down, right? I mean,
Stop putting holes in my boat.
You need a bigger one. That's fine.
We need a bigger boat.
how would I think it's time to get off the beach here. I think we need to take cover somewhere.
If I was stupid, I would be looking up there with my high education and going, man, I want to study this, but I also don't want to die again. You're right. Cover sounds fantastic.
Howard, give me a 2 die.
An 11?
It occurs to you as you're looking up to follow the beam.
Yep.
And it's pointed right at the freaking moon.
We need to find a certain director and tell them to stop filming their Marvel movie here, please. I would like to not have the moon die. Wait, it's the moon. Oh no. The moon might be. Let's see here. We've seen a dead sun. The moon's an egg. It's going to hatch soon. We're all going to die.
When I look up at the moon, do I see like one singular large crater that looks old as dirt?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's funny though that you mentioned that the moon has got kind of a
Angry face.
a fuzzy look to it.
Can I pull out my Zelda mask?
Sort of
1 day left. Yep.
yeah, it would really be nice to be able to get a hold of some better optics.
I didn't opt for that.
Click, 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 click. No, I didn't install that module. I'm sorry. I didn't think I would need to. I need to be able to see 6 inches in front of my face, not 25,000 miles.
What happens when you don't come
add a couple
prepared?
zeros to that.
I'm a guy who beats inferior human technology into shape. I'm not supposed to be the guy who looks at somebody and goes, "Man, I wonder how old that crater is." That's not my job. That's the science guy's job.
Yeah, he's the Deanna Troy for electronics.
I will. Yes, I have crashed several spaceships as soon as you let me hold control.
I'm sorry, you're the Riker. You're the Riker of the mechanic.
No. Diana Troy fits very, very well. Let him fly the ship. Oh God, we wrecked into something. Fly the ship again. I crashed it. Fly the ship again.
You didn't crash it. You Counselor Deanna Troyed it.
That's right. I fucked it up majorly.
Damn it, man! She's a psychiatrist, not a helmsman.
That's right.
Within the next 15 minutes, you will find yourselves all in the main lobby, such as it is, with people screaming past you. You believe you're well within a safety distance. You can kind of still look outside, and you think that anything coming from out of the sky will have to go through several layers of steel, and hopefully you guys should be safe. But you've now gotten together. People are screaming, trying to jam in and out of the elevators.
It's like these people have never experienced an existential crisis of reality and/or a disaster that threatens their livelihood. These people are soft.
The meteors are getting larger as the minutes go by. The biggest one you've seen is about the size of a desk, maybe. Fortunately, it landed in the sand. but there you don't see an exterior window that's still intact. At least on this side of the hotel. Probably on the other side is safer because the meteors are definitely coming from one specific direction, and the other side of the hotel is not that.
Gotcha.
Dear cowardly civilians, it is
Run.
in your best interest to not be panicking at this moment. You cannot outrun the impending doom and the heating of the atmosphere due to all the impending debris falling from the moon that is currently disintegrating. Do not use the elevators, where they may go out at any moment. Use the staircases. If you go underground, you may live for hours longer until the cataclysm consumes you. Move in a less than terrified manner. I am not helpful.
Hold on.
Howard, I don't think that worked.
I look at Harold. By the way, could you hack the system to put on a certain song for background noise?
Yes.
I want CCR Bad Moon Rising, please.
I was gonna opt for I was gonna opt for it the end of the world, but
one moment. I shall find a non-copyright version for a Muzak version to play over the.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Oh no! It is the end of the world.
Fine, Wagner's
Play of the Valkyries.
Yeah.
Play the Valkyries.
That's over 100 years old.
Spirit. Run, peasants! Fear with music.
Where do we park our shuttle?
That would be at the starport, which is about 20 miles away via Maglev, which apparently there is a mad rush to it.
Oh, great.
Shall we steal a ground conveyance vehicle and drive like madmen, as if we were Burt Reynolds outrunning the police?
All right, Smokey.
I mean, you didn't even have to ask. Let's skedaddle, shall we?
We shall form a convoy and lay a trail for the spaceport.
Convoy.
All we need to do is find a chartreuse microbus because we will need God's help to get the fuck out of here.
There was one about 80 yards away. It's now on fire.
Those poor long-haired Jesus freaks. They have died. Oh no.
Well, this is a freaking island. Let's just fucking grab a boat and,
Actually, unless you are Jason Statham, that is a bad idea, for there is very large sharks. And
thank you for cueing the spawn of Cthulhu. When you point to the ocean there, Howard, you can see them beaching themselves.
Right. So yes, I do not feel like
I see the Meg, and I look at you. I'm like, I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I think we need a smaller ocean.
I think we need a friend whose name is Greg, and he is the primary pilot of the last Starfighter.
That is right.
All right, so I say we move to the direction the vehicles are on. The first one we see, we grab and get the hell out of here.
That is not on fire currently.
Why do I have the scene from the first Halo, the dorsal run, in my mind?
Oh God!
Yes.
The only way to and from the starport is the maglev, unless you procure, a conveyance that will traverse the more or less wild jungle area between you and the starport.
Do I see that android lady I tipped?
No, but there are many. They don't appear to be, at least they don't all appear to be running for their lives, but there are many of them in the line for the maglev.
I run over to one. I said, "Does this place have an underground tunnel between here and Starport?"
That's what we're waiting for.
I think I know what you're thinking, and I like it.
All right. I whistle at the rest of the group and tell them that I don't know about the rest of these people. These, I say this not loudly, but if we can get to a ground tunnel, we could get to the port without getting, holied.
Have an idea. Is the maglev tunnel big enough to drive our Jeep through?
I would imagine so.
What Jeep?
Whatever ground vehicle we steal from outside.
You're gonna have to go out there and find one.
All right.
I recommend everybody who's not dead not to do it.
All right.
Actually, I will try to take a look around with my clairvoyance to see if I can spot something outside without actually having to go out there. Man, I'm putting all of my psionics on display, and I don't like doing that.
Well, to be fair, I don't have anybody to shoot. So
that is a 13. Yeah, 13 to kind of look around outside with my mind's eye.
There is the garage for most of those vehicles, and there are a few golf carts, and there is an air raft.
Air raft, you say?
It's not covered. It's an air raft, but it's fast.
Guys, there's a hovercraft on the grounds. We can get to it.
400 yards away.
Let's talk and start running.
Yeah, this way, and I'm going to lead the charge.
Definitely.
Okay.
I grabbed one of those android ladies for reasons.
You do what now?
I grabbed one of the android ladies for reasons.
And how do you? Oh, you just grab her hand. You don't
manhandle.
Carry her.
I throw her over my shoulder and we run.
At first she says, "This is not the time for that."
It's
always the time for that.
I mean,
Come with me if you want to live.
Wrong. You're not wrong, but you're also not right.
I'm never right.
Yeah, I'm
she's
leading the
nowhere
charge.
near as heavy as you thought. She's definitely nowhere near as heavy as you thought. Maybe $1.25. Maybe.
Yeah. If that's the case with I'm keeping up.
Okay. And definitely a lot squishier than you know. Well, your memory's kind of foggy from last night.
Right. I
Right.
kind of throw her over my shoulder where, so my hand's on her ass as we're running.
Okay.
You gotta have support.
Yeah, I know you want a meat shield. I got it.
Sure.
I'm gonna before we head outside, I'm gonna quickly attempt to use my clairvoyance to see if there's a clear path that we could take that we won't die in. Fuck.
There is, but it starts about 200 yards away. Mind you, there are fires erupting all throughout the bushes and the smaller outbuildings and the carts and vehicles, and the meteorites are getting bigger. You've seen at least half a dozen the size of pumpkins.
Oh joy!
As more regular, every once in a while a sofa or desk-sized one will impact the sand.
I'm gonna look back. Keep up. Don't slow down. I'm not coming back for you. Sorry. I've only got so much luck I can spend.
Can I?
Then I'm gonna charge out.
Shadow, can I actually engage the battle suit increased speed bonus and pick up my wonderful Fletcher and use the increased strength and increased speed to go fast with his direction?
Well, yeah, of course you can.
Then I'm going to do
Whether
that.
he's going to appreciate it or not is the real question.
I don't care.
I mean,
I am faster.
So
and
you
tougher than him.
wish to have a meat shield as well. Gotcha.
No, I am the meat shield.
Okay. I need everybody to roll me 2 dice. Just tell me what the numbers are. I have your sheets. I don't want to give it away, but
Just
I
a
rolled
straight
a
dice
9.
number.
11.
Combined or individual?
individual. You add the 2 die.
Okay.
Did we add anything else?
Nope.
No, because
11.
Shadow's not telling us what's going on, so he's got our sheets and he's going to tell us if we passed or failed.
A 9, please.
10.
I have an 11 if you didn't hear it before.
Okay. You make
Got
it
9.
the first 100 yards, not a problem. You actually find a shelter that you sort of catch your breath at because they're getting larger to the point where if you got hit with one, it's going to be curtains.
Right.
Everybody roll me 2 more die.
Oh, ha hee.
I'll be okay with that.
Hot damn. 11 again.
Just an 8.
I rolled a 5.
12.
Professor
Are we doing a
Picard.
second? Are we doing
Roll
a
me out
second
on the
one? I'm
phone.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 9.
Professor Picard,
Yes.
you hear someone crying for help as you're making this little catch your breath, mostly because you need to catch your breath.
Yeah, well, I'm not a young man anymore. I didn't even think that this eclipse would start a resonance cascade.
You think it's coming from behind something that's on fire that's obscuring your vision.
Better keep going. I don't trust my eyes. I'll follow my friends.
Oh, that's horrible.
I am a terrible person. I will eventually come clean with all my skeletons in the closet once we get to safety.
Bruce, you're my hero.
Look, there's a little professor on my shoulder. You better go back and rescue that kitten. And the devil pops up on the other. You don't even have to help out that kitten. Let it drown.
But no, he's got to go. He's the angel. He's got a point there.
It's got 12 lives, right?
He hears a voice. He can't even tell whether it's male or female.
It's in a fucking android. I don't care. We'll build another one.
I will feel sad for the loss of this high-tech bio robot.
I will 3D print you a new chip, and you will have your best friend back.
And then, but then I realized that I had missed a diagnostic cycle, and then reset. I no longer have that problem. Are you heartless? Only until the drivers change. Yes. Technically, yes, I am heartless. Why? I am dead. I don't have a heart. God damn you! What?
You make it to the garage. You'll have to push some stuff out of the way to get the air raft to work.
Stupid golf carts. They are everywhere. Thud. Crash. Boom. I
Damn
feel
it,
sorry.
all these lithium batteries. If only JC Denton had came by and stolen them first.
This stupid. I feel sad. This McLaren is too small for the party. It's a bummer. This BMW does not have four-wheel drive. Thump. Smash.
Hey, leave the Aston Martin alone.
Gently push into the off to the side.
All right.
Okay.
And then smash the hood. No.
It does require an authorization key to get it to function, but it is clearly very, very low on power.
I look at the Android as I put her down. Can you make that thing work?
Well, that's why it's in for repairs.
Can we plug her into the battery?
Okay.
Of course not.
What?
I'm
Where are you?
gonna toss the garage for batteries and just put them on the craft and start wiring them up. Doc, or not Doc, but Doc and Howard, help me with this, will you? We got to get out of here.
Will do. Will I assume a mechanics score of 12 do something about that?
Well, no, till you try.
I'm trying. That's why I'm rolling. But
2 die plus your
mechanics
Mhm.
or electronics.
Well, you assume electronics because it's a power thing, but it could be both. Let's try with one then the other.
Yeah, start fucking with wires. I rolled a 7, so I've got a 9 total.
9 with electronics.
It's missing some components, and you could possibly jury rig something, but you don't know how long that's going to last.
Ask Barbara to lean down here for a second.
Fringing components. Klingon goes, bam, bam, bam.
Man, this man, Taiwan, bam.
I really want to just start cannibalizing parts from the Android and slap them into the what's it?
The only problem this is what happens when you don't buy Korea Tech. It doesn't freaking work.
I don't need Type C. Give me the fucking regular mini USB.
We continue to beat on this thing through many ways that will make it look horrible. I'm going to feel sorry as I rip the control panel out of an Aston Martin and throw it into this thing. Do you want to die? No. Goodbye, Aston Martin. Crunch.
I would have already had it fixed if I could have got a word in.
Okay. Sorry.
Because I am an engineer.
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? You're not Bob.
Yeah. No.
Get over here.
I'm better than Bob.
We're almost finished with this. Come on. Stick
12
your finger over here.
on mechanics.
You can get it to start, and the higher off the ground you go, the more power it's going to draw, and you cannot guarantee how long it's going to go. The more weight you put on it, that will also increase the drain.
Tell Janet we
is-
remember her and take the
how
battery
many-
out for later.
How many batteries are we wiring up to this thing?
Well, there's 4 you can try, but 2 of them are really not doing much of anything except getting the air condition and the radio to work, even though all you're getting is static.
Yeah, we're gonna haul those out. You just don't even turn them on. Just haul them out.
All right, so we'll wire up those other 2 and low and fast.
Okay.
Can we go through the tunnels? You know, the maglev tunnel that's currently probably broken at the moment, and that way we can.
You don't know because you're not there, and that's another 400 yards back into the building where you were a moment ago, and you don't think you could fit it through the doors that you saw leading into the terminal for the maglev that leads to the starport.
That's all I needed to know.
From what you remember, probably not.
Okay, then not a problem. Don't need to worry about that. We can just let somebody else drive this thing.
Well, the air raft will hold 8 people. There are 7 of you, including her name is Dusty, the android, and
All right. Well, we're gonna.
Her name is Spare Parts.
Her name is used for later.
Please, somebody knows how to drive this damn thing.
I look at the android. Do you know how to drive this damn thing?
I can drive.
no, John's got it. I got it, guys. I got it. Just I don't know, cover me or something. I don't know. There's no freaking roof on this thing. We're asking to get knocked out of the sky.
Stay really low to the ground. Don't hit the trees. In
Wait,
short,
so who's driving this?
and in plus, I can drive
The
it.
pilot,
The captain.
the
Captain.
Oh,
Cap. To be perfectly honest here, Cap, it wouldn't matter what vehicle we take. If we get hit by one of those things, roof, no, don't matter.
we die anyway.
So, fastest vehicle, go.
I think the maglev's a better option, guys.
Okay.
You're not here
It's
down here.
underground.
I understand that, but it's currently jam-packed with panicking retards. And I don't feel like dealing with panicking retards in a completely enclosed environment with a power grid that could fail at any moment. We have a power grid that will fail at any moment too. But in the event that we are in a confined environment full of panicking individuals, we will most of us will be turned into paste by panicking rejects who aren't fit for life. I care about the people who are in this vehicle. I would take a chance of fiery doom and death and destruction rather than watching you all suffocate and I get buried in a tunnel for the next 400 years until some other retard robots arrive to unbury me, and I go, "Oh, thank you. I've gotten bored playing tiddlywinks in with someone's bones on broken concrete."
Damn.
I have the happiest manatee friend, I swear. Ever since he got the power armor, his depression got cured. I tell you, now he's just slightly depressed and homicidal.
He must be Russian. Was your first name Sonia?
No.
His middle name is Blyant.
Yep. Anyway, we're all going to die some way or another. I would prefer to do it while moving quicker than idiot speed.
Well, this thing is barely going to make 80 miles an hour once you get it fully loaded and in the air. You can stay within the hotel proper, driveways and things like that and what have you. But there will come a point you will have to go above the tree line.
Or out over the water.
Yep.
Yeah. You if you look at the map, you can, but that's kind of going in the opposite direction. The starport is the letter B on the map. You guys are at letter A.
Okay,
Wow.
so we do have. So the problem here
Oh,
is
okay.
that we have to go back to that item. If we go back inside, we are now at the mercy of a panicked mass. And I don't have my needler. And while I can start tearing into the mortals, I don't feel like being covered in blood today. I am an engineer, not a combat machine. But but I can stab for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
And like I said, the distance between A and B is about 15 miles as the crow flies.
So we only need to not die for one moment, for about 13 minutes. That's it. Straight run. Well, actually, no, give me a second. I will get you the exact calculations in a moment. But yes, we should start moving.
What direction is the meteorites falling from?
They
Crescent
are coming
side
from
or
they're coming from the west. They're coming from the west.
west?
12 minutes. That's all you gotta do. That's a whole 12 minutes. I think we can do that.
Given the topography of the area, how safe is the starport by comparison?
It actually has force fields over each. If you look at the starport map, each of the 8 landing pads have force fields that turn on and off when they're on. You cannot land or leave.
Just thinking.
Would those force fields be strong enough to stop the meteorite? The big
No,
sky.
absolutely.
We just need to get there.
Assuming the power grid remains stable.
As a wise man once said, who lived in Britain a while ago, the only way to get through hell, if you're going through hell, the best thing is to keep on going.
Yep.
All right, last precog of the night.
I'm
gonna-
I knew that was coming.
I'm gonna think about the mag tunnel and the passage there to see basically if it remains safe for a length of time.
You see it. It's got a 2 tracks, one going so it can go in either direction at any time. Basically, instead of it making a big loop, it's got 2 trains, 2 tracks, and you see a train coming back from the starport with one gold android bringing it back into the station.
Okay. We leave right now. We might be able to make the mag train.
All right.
All right. I throw the
Yeah,
answer.
that's-
Is there a passage between the garage to the mag train's elevator?
No.
Are there like there's no maintenance passageways?
No, this was a separate garage, mostly for like the golf carts and the lesser vehicles. But apparently, for some reason, they brought in an air raft here. You can go back the way you came, doing the same, dodging roll basically to get back where you came from. But as you are looking outside, you see 2 ships taking off. One of them, boom. Whatever it was is no more.
That's just fantastic.
It wasn't your ship. At least you don't think it was your ship. It might have been Cal's ship. I mean, it was the same kind of ship, but he doesn't think it was his.
What do you?
Cal's got a ship boat.
If we stay here, underground, and in a few hours the meteor fall passes over us, what are the chances are it's stopping long enough for us to get out?
Really depends on the force field. If the force fields, over Cal's boat stays up, we're good. We could do that.
Because the meteor fall is only going to last until we get out from underneath the rock fall. Because it's coming in from the west, it'll just keep going as the planet spins, right?
Theoretically.
All we have to do is outlast it. Anyone else following my logic here?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
It depends on how much is there. You know what I mean? If it's, a massive amount of material, it could last for a while. It just, be peppering the other side, as the planet is, doing its thing.
So I got a potential theory here we could possibly go with. We already have the ground car. The ground car won't make it to the actual spaceport. But if we time the point because we have no idea how long that monorail is going to sit there at the station. I'm sorry, we don't. We can't to assume that we're going to sit there and play dodge and ball with God's big green fucking rocks falling from the sky on our heads. Maybe we should probably, I don't know, use the high speed car to kind of do a version of a train heist and drive over and get onto the monorail as it's moving, because obviously we can't outrun this thing, and we're not going to make it otherwise. And I don't think, I don't fear my own death here and moving in power armor. I do kind of want to.
Well, I think you're under a misconception.
Yeah.
The mag train's underground. It never goes above ground.
I know, but we saw it going to a station, for God's sake, from this garage. So it has to go above ground at one point.
No. That was
at the end of the line. Well, you guys were on it to get here. When you landed, you go through the starport. You do the custom thing.
I would not have. Get in. Okay, I would. If I had known that there was no way in hell, I would not. I had originally. You know what? I had originally intended to. Hopefully that the underground tunnel was big enough for a golf cart or a hover, a small vehicle, so we could drive down a tunnel to get away. But I did not realize that we were going to be stuck in now we are going to be in dead, double dead, super dead fucking mode, because we are now in a garage that we can't go anywhere in, because there's no vehicle in this shit-filled garage, because it's full of incompetent robots, dumbass peasants, and rich fucking assholes who have left a pile of debris for people to drive around in, and now there's no fucking way out of this shithole besides Doomland or to go back to Retardville. We are stuck here. The only option here now is what? Drive? I'm sorry. Let's go run back to the tunnel, fight the fucking retards, and ride and go ride the monorail and listen and sing the monorail song with the retards. Doing what we could have done in the first place, but there was so many idiots we thought was an alternate path. There isn't one now, so I guess we go back and die with the commoners.
I guess that's an option.
If I'm going to die, I'm dying on my own terms, and that's going to be in a goddamn sports car. I am not dying with a bunch of fucking rich peasants. These people aren't fit to be under my boot. The fact that they did everything to us, it should have been suspicious number one of the day, or not to be trusted. I don't even trust. Robot, are you sitting here transmitting all your evil plans to your fucking evil supercomputer? I think we are. I think you are. This whole plan was a whole fucking way. We are all sacrifices to it, and we're not getting off this rock unless we go back to the sausage grinder. That's where we're at. That's what's going on.
Wait a minute. Wait. You say the mag train pulls into a station above ground, right?
Into the starport, yes.
Okay, no. Into the hotel. The starport is 15 miles away. Can't see
everybody. So it's above ground only at the starport, not here.
No, it's underground here.
Underground.
And each train will hold about 100 people comfortably if they're, if people are sitting and standing, maybe 150 per train. And it's been 30 minutes since you were in the hotel.
I guess we run back. We ain't got any other options, so.
Well, you could try flying over.
No, we've been told that's the wrong idea. We've been told that's the wrong idea. We have to do this. Let's go run back there. We obviously have no hope here. Let's just run back and be buried in a tunnel. Oh, I'm looking forward to
feel any better.
I'm looking forward to burying all of you people and waking up in 800 years when the next peasants show up here, so they can be here for sacrifice number 2. I'm looking forward to this. Let's go. Let's go fucking run back to this thing. This is garbage. Let's do it.
If only we had a silt strider to carry us.
That would make a hell of a target. As you peek outside, another ship is taking off, and it proceeds to get pelted, and looks like it's trying to make a very impromptu landing in the jungle.
How far away?
8 miles. It might hit the ocean.
How many sports cars are down here?
There's golf carts, but they're not going to make it through the jungle.
No.
Where the fuck are the sports cars here?
I want to.
They're golf carts. They're golf carts.
Okay.
I was thinking the cars could at least get us back to square one in a faster speed than us running.
Yep.
Sure, I guess.
I mean,
probably. Well, Kai's probably the fastest runner of all of you.
Yes, I am. But I'm.
Well, as much.
Man.
That's a horrible idea, and it's not worth sharing. I'm a gun guy. I'm not shit. This is above my pay grade bullshit.
I'm going to collect all the robots I can. Then whenever we get some time underground and we have safety available, I'm going to reprogram them to all be my wife.
Hey, you leave Dusty alone.
I'm going to pull a Harcourt Fenton mud on you.
Yes.
Well, we are at the 2-hour quarter mark. This might be a good point to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I wasn't paying any attention to
the
clock.
Sorry.
I was approximately a half hour ago.
Okay, well, we can call here. I actually.
You wanted a cliffhanger.
Yeah, totally. So I was actually expecting a little something different, but it's not. It's staying within the sandbox idea. Certain events were going to happen. How you guys decide to handle them, we shall see. Next week, Right, guys?
Yep.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everybody had fun. I just took a moment to look into the chat, see some regulars.
Hey, Graham.
Graham, Flady, Omen, Cal, Green Apple, etc. I hope you guys had, enjoyed yourselves watching us. What is that?
Walt Disney presents Gorlock, the Destroyer.
Never heard of that. I don't.
I'll send you the inspiration.
Yeah, it's a good one.
No, I know what you're talking about. Anywho, anyways, anyhow.
Anything big on your radar here, Connell? What are you doing next week or in the next 7 days?
We are going to be reviewing the Westworld movie from 1973 Westworld. It has a little bit of everything in it. It has robots, has Romans, has
More
cowboys.
robots.
What?
I said more robots.
More robots. These robots you can have naughty time with until they get upset with you. That's what we're going to be talking about this coming Sunday.
Okay. Well, Baron G Rock, you have anything coming up? You're on mute. Never mind. Jade?
Nope.
Yeah, this weekend I'm going to be in 2 different games. You'll be able to actually catch one of the games I'm part of on their channel, and that's Kane Discro. He's running a very pulp-like adventure, so I'm going to be part of that. But next week in Gatekeepers, we are talking about adversarial players, the opposite of adversarial game masters, which we talked about last night. And Connell will be leading that one.
Awesome. Shadow.
Yo.
Anything that we need to be on our radar here for the next 7 days?
Tomorrow I'll be doing a game review, very special. Shout out to an old friend of mine. Friday I got a game with Bo at Bo Paints Minis. Omen will be there. Mark from Mark Genre Mixer and That Darn Cat, where we're playing a GURPS game. Then Saturday I will be doing the Sci-Fi Shadow Chat. I'm not sure what the topic is yet. I have some notes.
Why not to sleep with androids? That's your topic.
That's a good topic.
Yeah, and then Sunday I'll be in Rick from 28mm, the guy who wrote the music for tonight. His YouTube channel will be playing a game of Traveler, a one-shot this time with RPG Grandma will be a special guest, I do believe. And then, sorry about the noise, guys. Next week I have a bunch of different things, but it's also I think it's the last week my son is in school before he gets out for summer vacation. So I'm just scheduling up to Sunday after that, playing it by ear.
Fair enough. If you want to see more of myself and Janet, we're reviewing the Family Guy trilogy for Star Wars films on Monday night. And then next week, we're going to resume this podcast, this show, Thursday night, 19:30 Central Standard Time. Until then, everybody have a great night, and God bless.
Go smoke a cigar.
Take care, everybody. Smoke them if you got.